Good morning, students. Fundamental rights and duties are the basic rights of every individual. We at Jyoti Niwas are privileged to have MA Global Law School, a school which imparts education on law. Today, they are initiating a novel seminar about legal literacy and awareness on the topic Fundamental Rights and Duties. I now hand over the session to Ms. Priyanka Dwivedi, faculty member of Sociology Department of NA Global Law School.
Ms. Janet, thank you very much for that warm welcome and introduction. A very, very warm good morning, JNC. A very good morning, sister, and the faculty members of the esteemed and prestigious college. We from NA Global Law School are very honored to be here in your presence and be willing and are very willing to impart the education on fundamental rights and duties. My name is Priyanka, as ma'am has introduced, and I'm accompanied here by my colleagues, Ms. Shilpa from the Political Science Department, Dr. Namrata, and Ms. Reshta from the History Department. So without much ado, since it's bright and lovely morning and all of you are ready and receptive, I'll hand over the stage to Ms. Reshta Banerjee, faculty from History Department, to educate you on fundamental rights and duties. Thank you very much, and I would request you for your patient hearing. Thank you very much.
Good morning, JNCs. We are going to start our program, Know Your Rights. This program mainly based on legal literacy and awareness program. So, we are coming from where? From NA Global Law School. And what is our objective? Our objective is reaching at you regarding what? Regarding that we are making only awareness that you should aware your rights, and it is nothing, it's mine. Everything is yours, rights and duties. So we are going to start in case of legal literacy. What is legal literacy? Legal literacy means you should know about the law. What is exactly the law? Law is the principles for the social change. And in case of social change in India, we have to think about that it is really needed. And change begins with you people. And you, dear students, are most important for our Indian nations. Why? Because you are making the Indian nations. This young generations going to build the Indian nations. So here we are going to talk about know your rights and duties. So your rights is most important and your duties also important. So first of all, we are going to talk about that the Indian constitutions, and it is the lengthiest constitutions in the world. And next slide, you can see that in this slide, one book is there, though constitution is not a book. It is a supreme law in India. And this is the picture of the constitutions and the first book of Indian constitutions of India, and it is preserved at Parliament Library Building, New Delhi, India. Next, we are going to talk about Constitution of India. It is a supreme law of India. It is a living document and instrument which makes the government system work. This Constitution of India passed by the Constitution Assembly on 26 November 1949, and it came into effect on 26 January 1950. Students, please remember, 26 January 1950 constitutions came into effect, and this day have been declared as Republic Day. I believe that as the Indian citizens, you also celebrate Republic Day on 26 January. Next, we are going to talk about fundamental rights. In case of fundamental rights, there are 6 rights are there. One is right to equality, right to freedom, right against exploitation, right to freedom of religion, cultural and educational right, right to constitutional remedies. Now, we are going to talk about fundamental rights. First, we are going to talk about right to equality. In case of right to equality, first we learn that equality before law. I already have mentioned law is the essential instrument for the social change. So for that, you should know that you have a right that you are all are equal before the law. And it was written in article number 14. Next one is prohibition of discrimination on grounds of religion, race, caste, sex or place of birth. That's article number 15. Equality of opportunity in matters of public employment. That is article number 16. In case of opportunity in matters of public employment, it's also a remarkable value in our society, because in case of employment, you have a right to join anywhere in India. It will be a private organization, it will be a NGO, or it will be a government sectors. The next one is the abolition of untouchability, article number 17. It means that in Indian society, it is based on the caste system. So, as per the Indian constitutions, they totally rejected the caste system and gave emphasis on the abolition of untouchability, because we all are equal. And the next one is the abolition of titles, that is article number 18. So what is exactly the titles? The titles means that while the Indian constitutions have been written during the time of 1949, that time India just got the independence. Before the independence, India was ruled by the British, and the British, they have given a title to the Indians, like a Rai Bahadur, Rai Chaudhary. So this is the titles which makes the discriminations as well as class structure over the society. So when India got the freedom and